Hey James, this is Shannon. Um, James Ellis, you asked about trucking schools or trucking companies you can go work for. So the first thing I'm gonna recommend, I read some of the comments. Tim Kipio gave you probably the best one first. Um, if you check with your local employment offices, some of them offer grants, and the grants will cover a good trucking school. Um, Depending on what your situation is, be honest about it, and sometimes they'll cover the entire cost. If you're transitioning jobs, if you were laid off or let go from a company, sometimes to avoid the unemployment costs, they actually will help you go to school to help with a new career, especially in fields where they need people, and trucking has a high shortage. So you can see if they're offering a grant. Several people, when I went to trucking school back in 2009, went to school totally free. A friend of mine's husband, several years later, went to school totally free due to a grant, and they covered his trucking school, which was, man, we're talking about a good 7 to 10 grand, and a good trucking school. And then what you do is you'll go work for one of the starter companies for anywhere from 6 months to a year, and then you can then branch out and look at better companies. If that is not an option for you and you run into a problem, I also have a headhunter that oftentimes offers a free trucking school. I'm not exactly sure of all the criterion that she offers, but you can reach out to her. Her name is Heidi Hart, Hart Solutions. I usually in my videos on Trucker Doll, I haven't done it in the probably the last four, but probably if you go back a little bit before that, I always copy her number into the notes if you click the drop down arrow. I'll see if I can put it down below on this one. Um, in addition, if you're looking at trucking companies that offer trucking schools, that list is pretty decent as well. I'm gonna list them probably in the order of what I would suggest to go for first. Also, you check with your junior colleges too. I forgot that because we have one guy who went through junior college. My first suggestion is Prime. I'm hearing very successful things about Prime's trucking school, so I would first suggest Prime. Um, Second suggestion, probably KLLM. I've heard good things about them. Um, Third suggestion might be Night Transportation. They had a very big group of YouTubers that went through them, so I don't know how they still are. But I do have my trucking school instructor. She works with them part time during the weekend and still works with the trucking school I went to. And I went to a company called AIT in Phoenix. Um, what else would I suggest after that? You have US Express, you have Swift, you have CRST and Sierra England. The last two, not as strong with because I haven't heard a lot of good things. They may be better right now because of the shortage. I don't know. You can reach out to all those companies. I would probably go in the order that I went through first, which is first to do like Kim suggested, and go to your employment office, see if you can get the grant, and go to a good trucking school. What trucking schools will do for you is they give you a lot longer training. Oftentimes, if you go to the companies where it's free, it's a button a seat training, meaning that your training is going to be extremely quick. You're going to have to be on your crap very fast. And in my humble opinion, I don't think it's the best training because I did mentor students. And unfortunately, the training is just getting you through a certain part of it, and then it's not helping you any further. So you have to then pick up what you can from the mentor that you get, and preferably get a good mentor who's actually going to be doing what our trucking school did to train you. And they're going to be baby stepping you through for how many ever hours you're on that truck and trying to get you adequately trained. So that's my suggestion. My trucking school was about 6 months long. And I did pay like close to 10 grand for that trucking school. Um, can you do the job without going through that? Absolutely. There's plenty of people who do it. But I believe the hard knocks of learning the industry is going to be much more strenuous when you go that route. It's saying that the guy who mentored me, and you get what you pay for. So if you don't pay anything, that tells you what you're going to get, and you'll have to learn. You're gonna pay in another way, so which means you're gonna have to learn really quickly on the job in order not to have any problems. Sorry, a little tired. Hopefully that helps you. I didn't want this video to be very long. But yeah, hopefully that helps you. If you have any other questions, just put them down below. And like I said, Heidi Hart, I'll try to put her Hart Solutions. I'll put her information below. She is a trucking headhunter, but she also helps people who are just starting in the industry as well. You can let her know the Trucker Doll recommended her. Peace, 2 and 2.